At Finish Line, we make a full range of lubricants. And it's not so much that one lube is better than the other lube in general. But when it comes to the conditions that you cycle in, one lube is better than the other. Think of it as a range. On one end you have your wet style lubricants, and on the other you have your wax style lubricants. In the middle you have your dry. Okay, we all know that the wet style lubricants are best for wet conditions. The wax style lubricants are best for those really dry, dusty conditions because the lubricant goes on the chain and dries to a wax. There's no oily film or moisture to collect dirt. The wet lubes are very water resistant. They're much heavier in body and thicker, so they're going to last longer for more miles. Okay? If you don't have to worry about dirt accumulation, wet lubes are a great choice because they last and last. Okay? Now, we always suggest start in the middle. Start with the dry lube because this is our most popular lubricant. It addresses the most common cycling conditions. Most folks, if it's raining, they'll wait and they'll go ride the next day. And most folks don't live out in the desert. So the dry lube will fit their needs best. And you'll typically find with dry lube that you'll get 4 to 6 lube applications before the chain the lube has attracted enough dirt that you need to then strip everything off and start fresh. And that works out pretty good. Okay? Now if you're using a dry lubricant, we tell people start there. See what happens. If you're using that and you're saying, you know what, I want something that runs cleaner and I don't mind relubricating a little more frequently, then go towards the wax. Okay? Oh, I need something that lasts longer. It's not collecting too much dirt, it's just sort of, I need something thicker and more heavy duty. Oh, move towards wet. And so that's a good way to think of it as a range, and you move along the scale. And you may find in some situations where you live that you may be down here in the winter and over here in the summer. The wet lubes work great in snowy conditions, for example. So if you're one of those heavy duty guys that gets out there and rides when it's snowing, this is a great choice. But I hope that explains it well. Again, think of it as a range. Start with the dry lubricant and then observe the results and move accordingly. And you'll eventually find the lubricant that is the best for you and your cycling conditions and expectations.